Hello and welcome back to my channel, A Critic's Take. Viewers, you might have this update that Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine Covishield will reach in India by the end of this year. According to the reports published in media, the Pune-based vaccines and immunobiological drugs manufacturer Serum Institute of India has begun the manufacturing of Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine, and the company has a plan to make 1 billion dosage of vaccine over the next year for India and 70 other middle-income countries. The company is also planning for a phase 3 trial at several areas in Mumbai and Pune. As of now, it is not very clear as to how many dosage out of these 1 billion will reach to the Indian household. However, before it arrives in the market, we need to know more about Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine and decipher certain terminologies in a way easy to understand. Today, a Critic's Take channel will try to take you through some of the very keenly asked questions. Question number 1. Will the vaccine prevent COVID infection? Question number 2. For how long will the protection against COVID virus last? Question number 3. Will the vaccine protect older people, and how well for those who are at risk? And question number 4. What is Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine? First of all, and perhaps the most important of all, let's try to investigate the ability of the Oxford vaccine in preventing the COVID-19 infection. Truly speaking, it is yet to be concluded whether the vaccine can really be preventive. The Lancet paper, published on 20th July, with which the media has created a super hype, has mentioned that the immune correlates of protection against SARS-CoV-2 have not yet been determined. Professor Andrew Pollard, chief investigator of the Oxford vaccine trial at the Oxford University and co-author of the study, said something which is really interesting. What he said? He said, following vaccination, the immune responses are in line with the previous animal studies, which have shown protection against the SARS-CoV-2 virus, although we must continue with our rigorous clinical trial program to confirm this in humans. Professor Sarah Gilbert, professor of vaccinology at the University of Oxford Jenner Institute and co-author of the study, said, further evaluation of this candidate vaccine is still needed to assess the ability of the vaccine to protect people from COVID-19. The website of the University of Oxford's vaccine development work has clearly stated that the next step in studying the vaccine is to confirm that it can effectively protect against SARS-CoV-2 infection. So, it is not yet clear if this means the vaccine will prevent infections. Moreover, till date, it is only a candidate vaccine. But a deal has already been struck for companies to make 2 billion dosage of the vaccine within a year. Executive Vice President of Biopharmaceuticals Research and Development at AstraZeneca has declared the data had increased their confidence, and the company would continue with its plans to manufacture the vaccine at scale for a broad and equitable access around the world. What a shameless profiteering spree. Now, let's find out for how long the protection of this vaccine against COVID-19 will continue, and if at all it is established. Let's see that now. The Oxford University website has clearly mentioned, as we are still conducting long-term follow-up of patients in the study, data is not yet available on how long antibody lasts. As you all know, antibodies play an important role in the immune response to viruses. Though the website has informed that the previous data usage of the same vaccine platform, that is CHAdO1, would suggest that this vaccine be long-lived. However, it remains to be seen how long this protection lasts, because the scientists themselves are yet to conclude. Now, the most importantly, will the Oxford vaccine protect the older people from COVID-19, because they are the most vulnerable category? Unfortunately, it is also unclear how well the vaccine will protect older people. The study was conducted with the fairly young and healthy volunteers aged between 18 and 55 years, and the median age of the participants was 35 years. Therefore, unless comprehensive studies are conducted with large population of older age groups with comorbidities, the healthcare workers and those with high risk for SARS-CoV-2 exposure, it cannot be concluded that the Oxford vaccine can be protective for them. Viewers, by now you must have been surprised why there is such media hype with this candidate vaccine. So it's a little better to know what is Oxford's COVID-19 vaccine. According to the Lancet paper, which we have already referred to, the scientists have developed the Oxford vaccine named AZD1222 from a chimpanzee adenovirus which causes common cold in chimpanzees. This adenovirus, CHAdO1, which I have already talked about, was genetically engineered to its new version, CHAdO1-NCoV19, which mimics the novel coronavirus and helps the immune system to learn how to attack the virus, but does not cause infection in people. As you know, the name adenovirus was derived way back in the year 1953. Adenoviruses are double-stranded DNA viruses which can cause a wide range of illness like common cold or flu-like symptoms, fever, sore throat, acute bronchitis, pneumonia, conjunctivitis, etc., and can last for a few days to a week or two. The Lancet's current article referred to an 8-year-old paper and informed us that the recombinant adenovirus for CHAdO1-NCoV19 was produced as previously described. Recombinant adenoviruses provide a versatile system for gene expression and have been in use for a variety of purposes, as mentioned in a research paper published in 1998. Anyway, from that 2012 paper, we could learn that adenovirus vectored vaccines were widely used in early stage clinical trials targeting a range of diseases including malaria, HIV, influenza, hepatitis C, cancer, etc. The research paper published in 2012 informed us that 2 chimpanzee adenovirus serotypes were assessed as vaccine vectors in humans. However, from a 2004 study, we could learn that since then the adenoviruses were transitioned to bona fide vaccine delivery system. Following the outbreak of the then new infectious disease like SARS, there were increased pace of research for developing novel vaccines, since it was believed that due to the versatility and variety of adenovirus serotypes, they would be valuable tools for developing vaccines against new pathogens. The biggest question here is, can the adenoviral vectors in developing COVID-19 vaccine overcome their checkered past? Because the technology is yet to yield an effective vaccine for humans despite its existence for more than 30 years. In fact, before developing the current vaccine against COVID-19, the Oxford University already had a chimpanzee adenovirus vectored vaccine against MERS, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus, which is very close to the COVID-19 vaccine. Therefore, this Oxford vaccine is just a trivial alteration of an already existing vaccine. It is very much difficult that SARS was recognized in 2003 and MERS in 2012, both caused by coronaviruses and were much deadlier than COVID-19. Today's presentation from a Critics Tech channel might have put the vested interest groups in a tough situation. But I would be glad if my viewers are benefited through this exposure. It has been an important task for this channel to expose the profiteering pharma lobby, how they are trying to fool the common people who are utterly desperate and frustrated with the lies about COVID-19 vaccine. The drug cartel, political leaders, and their supportive media are fixing a game to loot billions and trillions where only common man will pay the price.